Hello there. You know, I thought about it, and the more I thought about it, well, I changed my mind. Welcome to Unboxing the Boxes, my Star Wars collection. This is episode 135, the Micro Galaxy Squadron. In episode 130, I talked briefly about the one and only Micro Galaxy Squadron ship that I have bought for my collection. I said that they were really good looking, which they are, and I thought they were a little pricey for what you're getting. So I decided not to really pursue and add them to my collection. Well, a couple of weeks ago, I was in the store again, and I was looking for 3 3/4 inch action figures, and unfortunately not finding any. When I took another look at the Squadron vehicles and the prices that they were, I looked a little more seriously at the prices, and I realized that the smaller ships were not much more expensive than a 3 3/4 inch action figure. So at that point, I changed my mind. In fact, I changed my mind so much that I walked out of the store with an armful of Micro Galaxy Squadron vehicles. I also checked out 3 more stores since then to see what else I could find, and as you can probably see, I was fairly successful. Before I unbag my collection here, I would just like to invite you to like this video, share it with your friends, and of course, subscribe to the channel. Now, let me take a moment and get these out of the bag and let me show you what I have found. Okay, like I previously stated, the very first ship I bought was Jango Fett's Starship, otherwise known to us longtime collectors as Slave One. And actually, it is a good-looking ship, as you can see. It does have a very small figure of Jango Fett and young Boba Fett, but if you look at it closely, there's a fair amount of detail for something so small. And if we look at the back of the box, we can see that the top door opens and that there is also an opening door in the back of the ship so that you can load your bounties as you collect them. So actually a very nice looking ship. And I've noticed on the back and on the front that it says Series 2. So the very first one I bought was from the second series and not the first series. But like I said, I didn't mind because I wasn't planning on collecting them. Changed my mind. We have the ability, you know, to change our minds. So with the rest of them now, I'm going to start with the small ones and then work my way up to the bigger ones. This, of course, is one of the bigger ones. But let me go back to the early ones. And here we have another one from Series 1. I'm going to do the Series 1 ones first, just to kind of show off a little bit. This happens to be Asa Ventress's Givenex Starfighter. Could be Genevix. I don't recall ever hearing what it was called, so if you know, leave a comment on how to pronounce that properly. But if you look at the ship, it's actually a pretty decent looking ship. I don't recall ever seeing the ship available in anything else, and I could be wrong on that. Could have been a long time ago that something was available, but this one happens to kind of fill in a void of starships that probably needed a toy made from them. Again, not too bad. We do get one little figure of Asajj Ventress. But the ship itself actually looks pretty good. Of course, those are the solar fins that are powering the ship, and it's pretty much just a very simple ship. The front cockpit here, the light at the front, does open up so that you can put Ventress into the cockpit of the ship as you go flying around your living room universe. So, number 1 of the small ships. The second of the small ships happens to be the TIE Fighter. Very nice looking ship as far as the details and stuff go. Does come with a TIE pilot. The cockpit does open up so that you can put the TIE pilot in there. And also, as we all know, part of the fun of having a TIE Fighter toy is that you can blast it apart. And yes, the solar fins do come off for battle damage. So, nice little toy. I can remember way back when, in the early 80s, I bought a big TIE Fighter for my 3 3/4 inch figures, and there too, that TIE Fighter, the wings did pop off. You'd press a little button and they'd go, poo, poo. They were spring-loaded, so they'd actually fly off. made a good play, and yes, that one I did open back then. So there we have the second of the smaller ones. Now these two are actually the smallest packages that you could get, and they're both from Series 1. We're going to be stepping up a little bit now into some new packaging. Let's put these two up here for right now. Now the next ships are going to be slightly bigger, and that's because the ships are slightly bigger. So here we have Luke Skywalker's X-Wing fighter, and yes, we do have a figure of Luke Skywalker and R2-D2 that do both fit into the ship. There is a slot for R2-D2 to fit in, and the cockpit upper canopy does open to put Luke in. As far as the ship itself goes, it looks pretty good. It looks like this one's already been on Dagobah. It's pretty well dirtied up, you could say. But still, nice addition. Of course, if we're going to have that, well, we should probably have Darth Vader's TIE Advanced fighter. And of course, this one also comes with a Darth Vader. I shouldn't say also, but it comes with a Darth Vader. And the top canopy does open up so you can slip Darth Vader in. A very nice rendition of the Advanced TIE Fighter. If I was a youngster, I'd be taking these things out and having my own battles with them, wouldn't you? The third one I have from Series 1 is Obi-Wan's Jedi Starfighter. So while most of the, well, this one, and this one are from the original trilogy, this one is from the Clone Wars animated series. Well, this one we have from the prequel series. So Obi-Wan Jedi Starship does come with the ring. The ring for it is basically on the bottom of the package here. They're just basically showing you the starfighter itself. Does come with Obi-Wan Kenobi and R4-P17, his trusty droid. Very nice setup. The upper cockpit, of course, the canopy does open up so you can put Obi-Wan in it. So I think they're doing a really good job of creating a collection of some of the more, shall we say, famous ships from the movies. And one from the Clone Wars TV series. Now, according to the back pictures, it looks like I have all three of this size series from Series 1. Now these, I am missing one, and I have not seen it in the stores yet, and that is a light armor class AT-ST Walker, as we can see in the back here. So hopefully someday I'll find that, but I'm not holding out a whole lot of hopes here, because unfortunately, I just wasn't paying attention to the things at the start. So it could be I lost my opportunity to get that one. But you never know. We'll see. Could still show up in a store at some point. Let's move on to Series 2. Okay, so what I have for Series 2 here is the Luke Skywalker Snowspeeder. And we do have Luke Skywalker, and we have Dak Relter, which was his co-pilot in the Snowspeeder. With this one, you could start living out your little, well, especially in Minnesota here this winter, you could have taken out this and had all kinds of Hoth adventures. It looks like the canopy probably does open, so you can put the pilots into their cockpit. That's probably about, oh, I guess it does have a tow cable from the looks of it. So, a little extra bonus there. You can put a tow cable around the legs of that AT-AT Walker, which I have not seen an AT-AT Walker yet. Wouldn't that be something if they came out with that in this Micro Galaxy Squadron collection that's in proportion to this? That thing would probably be about this big. We can only hope. And also probably imagine what the price is going to be. Well, the second one I've got from that, we're going back to the prequel series. And that is with an AAT battle tank. You know, I always liked these battle tanks. I thought they were very original and just kind of fun to watch. What does this one come with? Well, we do have just a basic old battle droid. Nothing too fancy. Kind of an off color. He's not the beige color that we see most battle droids at. The top canopy does open so that you can set the battle droid inside. So, nice addition to the collection here. Now, there is a third vehicle of the second wave of this size, and I do not have that ship. Looks like it could be possibly Bo-Katan's ship from the Mandalorian. Hopefully one day I'll find that one, because I would like to fill out this size ship. I'm still holding hope. Now, let's get into the bigger ships and so forth. The ones that, well, they cost a little bit more, but they're really kind of cool. Now, the first one here, I kind of debated whether to get it or not, just because it's kind of a weird vehicle. And that is the Imperial Troop Transport. I know some people really like this ship. I think the first time we ever saw it was in Rebels, the TV show. It also appeared, I believe, in The Mandalorian. With this one, we do have 2 stormtroopers, the one with a pistol and one without. As you can see on the sides there, we got plenty of room to put different people that we've captured, or stormtroopers if you've got a couple extra stormtroopers and so forth. The top canopy does open up, and there is a turret gun at the top of this thing that does swivel, so you can have a little bit of fun with that. The next one is the Republic LAAT ship from the prequel movies. And this one's getting a little heavier. We've got a little bit of weight to this one. But when you figure you're trying to make it somewhat to scale of the 2 stormtroopers or clone troopers that come along with this, it's going to start getting a little bigger. With this ship, like I said, we've got the 2 stormtroopers. The canopy does open up, and it looks like the wings might pop off of this one. It also has a little bit of swivel movement with the gunning stations down there. Pretty nice looking vehicle, I think. I think it is, anyway. How do you feel about it? Leave a comment. Let me know. Now, the last 2 ships I've got are the biggest ships. And to tell the truth, they are 2 of my favorite ships from the Star Wars saga, if we want to call it that. The first one I'm going to show you is from the current TV show that, for some reason, Season 3 seems to be bringing a little bit of controversy with how they're doing it. I've been enjoying Season 3. I don't know about you. Granted, there's been a couple episodes that feel a little strange, but I'm looking at the little pieces in the episodes that look like they're trying to build a bigger picture with it. So I'm interested to see where the last 2 episodes are going to go with the show. But one ship I do miss from The Mandalorian, of course, is the Razor Crest. And this is a nice size ship, very big ship. And it comes with 3 characters. We have Din Djarin, cool, and an off-world Jawa. It looks like we do have some opening again for this ship. I don't know, I just kind of like the detail on this thing. It really looks cool. If I find one of these on sale, I'm probably going to buy a second one and actually open it. I kind of thought maybe it would come with a display stand, but I'm not seeing one in here. That's kind of a shame. These would look really cool on a display stand, hovering above your shelf just a little bit. I think you missed an opportunity there, Hasbro. So, I'm really happy that I've got this one in the collection. It was a little pricey, but if I'm going to collect them, you got to have the Razor Crest. Now, of course, what ship is everybody's favorite? And of course, this is the most expensive ship in the lineup so far. And that is the Millennium Falcon. Now, the reason that this one is so expensive, I am sure, is because this one comes with 4 characters. No other ship came with 4 characters. So we have Han Solo, we have Princess Leia, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Chewbacca. Seeing that Luke has his own ship over here, I suppose that's why he's not part of this crew. But this is a fairly good-sized ship. I like this ship. It's not bad at all. The main cockpit, the top does open up, so you can place the characters in the cockpit. Also, the top of the ship, portions of it do come up, so you can have some interactivity within the main compartments within the ship. So, nice touch. There are motion-activated lights in the back of the ship here. So, we got a little electronics going on. And we do have lights and sounds with this one, which kind of makes sense. It's a big ship. We've got a little bit of room here to put some wiring and to have a little more fun with it. According to the data on this, it does say Millennium Falcon Assault Class. So I didn't mention that before. There are different classes of these ships. For example, this is a Assault Class ship. The Razor Crest is a Starship class, as is the Republic LAAT. And the Imperial Troop Transport, of course, is a Transport class. As far as some of these other ones go, we have a Starfighter class, and Light Armor class, another Light Armor class, Starfighter class, Starfighter class, and Starfighter class. So a lot of Starfighter classes in this collection. Well, that's it. That's what I have so far. And yes, I do realize I'm missing a couple. Hopefully, some point, I'll be able to find them in the stores and fill the holes of this collection. If they're going to do a Series 3, it's going to be interesting to see which vehicles they include for Series 3. And yes, this is Star Wars. There's still a lot of ships that they can put into this type of collection. So we'll have to see what happens. Well, that takes care of it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that like button. Show YouTube that you do appreciate this type of video. Also, don't be afraid to share it with your friends. And of course, leave a comment. Which is your favorite? Do you even collect these? What do you think of the Micro Galaxy Squadron collection here? Is it something that you're interested in or not? Like I said, early on, I wasn't. Changed my mind. Kind of the theme for this particular episode. And of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'd like to see how far we can get before May 4th comes along. And I'm trying to think of something good for the May 4th video. Because actually, on May 4th, it will be my 3rd anniversary for making these videos. Yeah, never thought I'd be doing this for 3 years, to tell the truth. And I still have a lot of stuff to share with you. Hate to say that. I really hate to say that. Well, until next time, may the Force be with you, and keep collecting!